Hello guys, and welcome back to another Tweaker Man video. So these are the Tweaker Man Bamboo 1 speakers that I've produced using the drivers and the tweeters from the Modern Short Genie loudspeakers. And as you can see, I built the cabinet out of bamboo. They've come up really well. The tweeter is slightly horn loaded now because it's got that guide on the front there which I routed in, and the same with the woofer. So let's just talk about sound characteristics. One thing is there's not a lot of bass there really. You need a subwoofer with them. Now the Genies themselves needed a sub with them. There's no port in the back. These are a sealed cabinet, so in effect very similar to the LS35As where they're a sealed cabinet, but as I say, the bass is it's got a little bit of bass. It's probably around about, they probably go down to about 75 hertz, I'd say, maybe 80. They're quite bass light in many ways on their own. And what I've had to do is increase the volume of the subwoofer compared to when I had the medium monitors on there, which produced a hell of a lot more bass than these do. But the mid-range on these are stunning. Vocals are so realistic. I've done a few sound clips already that I've uploaded onto YouTube, but these have been breaking in. I've had Classic FM on here playing 24/7. I'm going to have to give it a bit of a rest soon and just turn it all off, just to give it a bit of a break. But and then I'll carry on again with the vocals. When someone, you can hear the lips just purr, you can hear every detail. And I think one of the reasons for that is the way that I produced the insulation, the damping material for the sides. I mean, when you're playing the speaker and you put your hand on the side of the cabinet, it's almost dead. It's that good. And also I've changed the iron core inductor to an air core, and that's made a huge difference. And another thing that's made a huge difference is the Jansen Silver Z cap. The highs are so crisp and clean without sounding over bright. They also have a wonderful soundstage. So I'm sitting here in the dark. A lot of people just laugh at me when I say that, but when you sit in the dark, your senses heighten because you can't see. You have to have the room pitch black. So I do it late at night, and I'm sitting here, and there's this wonderful spectrum of sound that's coming right across. In the middle, just to the left, a bit more to the right. It's really good. And considering, I mean, originally these Genies, so I had a set before which I did quite a few upgrades to the inside of, and it really improved them. And this was back in the 2000s, where all my kids were young and my wife wouldn't let me have a pair of floor standers or anything bigger. So I used those, and I went to town on the inside of them, but the aluminium cabinet was letting it down, but not anymore. And also I changed a capacitor on the ones I've done before, and I think that's as far as I went. I changed the capacitor, changed the internal wiring, and put some Eichmann bayonet plugs on there, because at the time I had a distributor of Eichmann that I was dealing with when I ran my audio business. But now these cabinets have really improved it, and have also increased the volume of the inside of the cabinet. I've used some polyester wadding, a couple of sheets inside, as well as the damping process that I've used, and I can still experiment with those a bit. I've now decided when I make other speaker cabinets, I'm going to have the back so I can screw it on and off. I put a little gasket around it when I screwed the back on to make sure that there's no sound leakage coming out the back of them. So as I say, I'll do a few more sound clips on the shorts. I can get away with about 59 minutes before they get a bit funny about it. So anything over that, they seem to get a bit funny. So we'll be just doing that. It's only a quick video I get today. I just thought I'd give you an update on how they're going. I'm very pleased with these. I'm going to, once the AV room, so I'm slowly boxing stuff up. And I need to move out of this room very soon. So I'm going to be using these in the living room. So I'm building a whole unit in there to house everything. And I shall use these, but I'm going to have them on the sides in there, and use some Zorbophane feet underneath them to stop any vibration going through. But all in all, this has been another fabulous project. As I say, I do lots of projects behind the scenes. Some of them don't work out, but I don't bring them to video, especially cabling. I'm always trying new things. But it's like the studio system out there. I need to do some treatments on the walls. I'm going to use some different types of materials and fix it to the walls out there. They're going to get covered in dust, but it won't really matter too much, as long as it still helps to absorb and deflect sound from bouncing off of walls, because that's what makes hi-fi systems sound awful. And this room, although some people say I went overkill on this room, but this room sounds wicked with small speakers. You couldn't get away with anything bigger than the medium monitors. But no, this room has been very nice sounding. So I think that's it for this video for now. I should do a lot more in-depth review of these speakers. So I've been running them in now for a few days now, 24 hours a day. And I'll give you a bit more of an in-depth. I'm not great at reviews. I'm not great at putting words into actions, but we'll see how we go. So thanks for watching another Tweaker Man video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a like, and don't forget to press that notification bell so you're notified each time I upload a new video. And thank you for watching, guys.